The Smash roster is one of my favourite parts of the entire Smash series, with the inclusions of new fighters every installment. Never knowing who's going to make it into Smash 6, some fighters don't make it in, either being deconfirmed from Mii costumes, assist trophies, or other fighters from a third-party developer taking the spot, as well as a few other reasons. Welcome to A New Foe Has Appeared, where we talk about ideas for fighters that could possibly happen in Smash 6, if not the future. I'm your host BB8 from BB8's House. As always, let's get into it. Up next. That's right, Zoroark from the Pokémon franchise is who we are going to talk about today. I've not covered Generation 5 on A New Foe Has Appeared yet, which is a good call, because I practically covered every single region on A New Foe Has Appeared. It's just 3 I've not covered, that one being Johto, Unova, until today, and Paldea. But with Paldea getting their rep at a future date, since Paldea is still a bit new, and it is taking me a bit of time to think about who from the Paldea region would make it into A New Foe Has Appeared episode. But after this episode, only 2 regions have been left uncovered, that being Johto and Paldea, which is a close call as well, since I couldn't really decide who would rep Generation 5 until I did get a comment on A New Foe Has Appeared 64 being Rabbid Peach, being Zoroark, which Zoroark's a good choice, so I thought if I was to do a standalone Gen 5 rep that wasn't a Pokemon trainer, Zoroark is definitely the perfect choice for this. So without further ado, let's get into it, shall we? For the moveset, we have Shadow Ball being the neutral special. Zoroark charges up a Shadow Ball and fires it forward. The difference between Zoroark's B and Lucario and Mewtwo's move is that Zoroark's Shadow Ball deals no knockback. The larger and longer you charge the Shadow Ball, the more powerful it will become. But it deals no knockback damage, and it does, however, have a seeking effect. So the Shadow Ball seeks out the closest opponent to hit after it is released. The side special being Shadow Claw is where Zoroark launches forward in a slashing motion similar to Wolf, and if it makes contact with an opponent, Zoroark will deliver a large claw attack that deals 15% damage and great knockback. For the up special, we have Bounce. Zoroark leaps into the air, and it will go into a fake free fall animation, however. But if Zoroark lands on an opponent, it will leap off of them, doing a meteor smash. And for the down special, we have Illusion. Zoroark performs a defensive stance whilst emitting a dark aura. If anyone hits Zoroark while it is in this pose, Zoroark will release the illusion version of itself that will leap towards, however, attacked it, and to deliver a powerful clawing combo attack. And for the final smash, we have Night Burst. Zoroark charges up an orb of the shadow aura around itself, and then quickly releases it. This release of shadow aura creates a giant shockwave of energy about the same size as Jigglypuff's up special, and that will deal massive damage to any opponent who touches the shockwave. For the alts and the Kirby Hat, Zoroark would end up having two different variants, being its original and Hisuian forms. Zorua would end up making a small cameo, hiding in Zoroark's fur, but won't do anything in battle, similar to Munchie from Dragon Quest Hero. Alt 1 would just end up being Zoroark's standard form. Alt 2 would end up being the Hisuian form. Alt 3 would end up having the red fur change to purple based on Shiny Zoroark. Alt 4 would be Zoroark's Hisuian form, which would end up having the red part of the fur change to purple with a Shiny Zorua. Hiding in the fur being changed to Shiny Zorua based on Shiny Hisuian Zoroark. Alt 5 Zoroark would become a lighter grey, having to change its back fur to black, based on Mighty Yena. Alt 6 would be Zoroark's Hisuian form, which would take its fur changed to yellow, with the back part changed to orange, based on the Fennekin line / Raikou. Alt 7 would end up being Zoroark changing into blue with purple on the back part based on Suicune. And Alt 8 would be Zoroark's Hisuian form that would change into brown with grey on the back part, being based on Entei. The legendary dogs Raikou, Suicune, and Entei are not involved with Zoroark's moveset, but they do make a brief cameo in the smash attacks where Zoroark would end up changing into one of the three. And for the Kirby Hat, Kirby gets Zoroark's ears and back fur with the copy ability of Shadow Ball. For the Classic Mode route, all opponents are based off characters from Pokémon Zoroark, the Master of Illusions, meaning that Zoroark is the second Pokémon to represent a Pokémon movie to make it into a new foe has appeared. Apart from Master Hand and Crazy Hand at the end, every character in this Classic Mode is based off Pokémon Zoroark, the Master of Illusions film. So round 1 being Pikachu, that's the other way round. Round 1 being Pichu, round 2 being Pikachu, round 3 being Squirtle, round 4 being Wolflink and Midna from A New Foes Appear 23, round 5 being based off of Incineroar and Ice Climbers, round 6 being Piplup on his own, which I did end up talking about Sinnoh Pokemon Trainer in A New Foes Appear 28, but I thought, use Piplup on his own, he appears in the film. And round 4 being Master Hand and Crazy Hand. For the victory theme, the poses, and the Punch-Out title, the victory theme would just be the victory theme from the other Pokemon. For the victory poses, victory pose 1 would be Mew, will be seen floating around, and then it will transform into Zoroark. Victory pose 2, it will laugh maniacally and then look at the screen. And then victory pose 3 is Zoroark will suddenly appear as if it was trying to frighten someone. And the defeat pose is the illusionary energy that Zoroark has will rapidly fly around Zoroark whilst it's looking furiously at the camera. And the Punch-Out title will be the Illusionary Master. For the Amiibo, Zoroark would end up having 2 Amiibo based on each of their variants, and a Zorua would end up hiding in their fur of Zoroark as an Easter egg. The compatible games would end up being Super Smash Bros, where you tap in Zoroark to summon a fighter you can train, Pokemon Unlimited, where you tap in Zoroark and then tap it again to catch the Pokemon which the Pokemon is stored within inside the Amiibo, Decidueye the Wrath of the Forest to summon a Zorua companion, Greninja the Shadows of Kalos in order to get new gear, Delphox the Houses of Grexmoth, the concept video I'm currently writing, but I'll go in depth with it soon, is where you tap in to unlock new classes with a variety of lessons as Zoroark as the Professor. Plusle and Minun Attack of the City to unlock new color palettes. Pokemon Origins Latios and Latias is where you tap in to unlock new directions for Latios and Latias. Pokemon Legends Celebi, which is a new concept video I'm teasing, is where you tap in to battle Zoroark and then you tap it again to catch the Amiibo. Zoroark would have an ability that normal Zoroark can't know. And for another concept video I'm teasing, being Pokemon Visions, is where you tap in to unlock some robotic parts to build Zoroark's Iron Illusion form. For the stage, I went for Castelia City. Since we already have Unova Pokemon League in Smash as a stage, I thought Castelia City is the stage I would go for. And this stage originates from Pokemon Black and White, which released in 2010 in Japan and 2011 for the rest of the world. And although some of Unova is geographically based on New York, the creators of the region took some liberties in regards to the surrounding areas. One of the largest cities in Unova, Castelia City, is based on Lower Manhattan. But to the immediate north of Castelia is, as opposed to continuing Metropolis, as in real life, a vast desert. Even though Smash Bros. Has quite a few stages based on New York already, being New Park City from Earthbound and New Donk City from Super Mario Odyssey. I thought that I would take my own unique approach to this version of New York. And similar to Castelia City's layout in the games, the stage will have a rotation system like Spiral Mountain. But the appearance of Castelia City in Smash Bros. Will be a mix of its appearance from the games and its appearance from the anime. The support fighters I went with this time around are Zoroark, Chandelure, and Haxorus. I was gonna pick Emolga as one of the support fighters for Zoroark, but unfortunately, since I do have plans to do a bonus episode focusing on Echo Fighters, unfortunately, I am saving Emolga for that. So I thought I would go with the Echo Fighters the support fighters we have now, being Zoroark, Chandelure, and Haxorus. So for Zoroark doesn't have the best speed and movement in the games, but its move in Smash are quite effective. It will end up using a variety of moves from the types Ground, Fighting, Ghost, Normal, and Steel. For Chandelure is in Pokémon Tournament, so it wasn't that hard at all to decide this Pokemon to be a Gen 5 support fighter. Since unfortunately I don't have plans to do a new Foes Appeared episode for Chandelure, unfortunately, I thought I would include Chandelure as a support fighter. And this Pokemon would end up using its moves from Pokémon Tournament and some melee attacks as well. And finally, for Haxorus would end up using its Dragon type, and it will perform some melee attacks with its tusks as well. For the music, I split the music into two different categories. The first category being from Pokemon Black and White, and the second category being from Pokemon Zoroark, the Master of Illusions, the movie. Since Zoroark does have a film of his own, I thought I would include music from the film as well, similar to what I did do with Darkrai, and similar to how Sephiroth's Challenger Pack in Smash Bros. Ultimate included music from Advent Child. I thought I would include music from the film. So for Black and White, we'd end up having Coronation Day, A New Adventure, Title Screen, Onward to Adventure, A Day of Beginnings, New Vima Town, Battle with Sharena and Bianca, Hurry Along 1, and Professor Juniper. And for Pokemon Zoroark Master of Illusions, we have Avant 2010, The Boy Satoshi, Pokemon Baka, The Raymon Legends, Mum's Main, Action Start, Obey Me, Moo Hey Hey Hey, Arrival in Crown City, and the title theme from 2010. For the spirits, I went with Zoroark as the fighter spirit, and Zoroark's Hisuian form as well, with Zorua and Zorua's Hisuian form, Chandelure, Haxorus, Golurk, Golett, Heatmor, Cryogonal, Galvantula, Volcarona, Reshiram, Zekrom, and Kyurem. And for the reveal trailer starts with Sinnoh Pokemon Trainer, who I previously talked about in a new Moveset Pier 28, walking in the snow, about to approach a legendary Pokemon. And when the habitat has been approached, the trainer then sees a Suicune just standing there, waiting to be fought. The trainer gets the Pokemon out of the Pokeballs, ready to fight Suicune. As the fight progresses, the trainer notices that something's off about Suicune. Suicune then transforms into Zoroark, breaks the illusion. Gameplay then shows for Zoroark, and it then shows all the Pokemon fainted and Zoroark is ready to face the Pokemon League. And the screen fades to white and splashes Super Smash Bros. Times Pokemon Black and White. So guys, what did you think of Zoroark? I do apologize again that this is a late one. I do have a lot going on behind the scenes right now, but I'm just having Wednesday and Saturday as like a temporary schedule. But hopefully we can get back to Tuesdays and Fridays soon. So, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and turn your notification bell on so you don't miss another new foe has appeared like this one. And I will see you all in a future video. BB8 out.